Hi everyone, this isn't a review, but I've just got the batteries for my Type 97, so I thought it'd be interesting to do a quick video of how they fit inside the Type 97. It's not a pretty sight, it's difficult to say the least, but I thought I'd just make the video so you could see. Once they're in, I strongly suggest they stay in, and you can charge them up in situ in the AEG. So watch this and leave some comments. It'd be interesting to see what you think. Bear in mind it is the first time I've actually done it, so I suppose once I get used to it, it won't seem so awkward. But I have to say, it seems to be the most awkward AEG that I've had for installing a battery, and I would not like to have to change the battery out in the skirmish field. See what you think. Right, what this video is for is to show you how you get this, which is the battery for the Type 97, into the Type 97 by following these instructions, basically up to step H, where this is actually saying taking out or setting the battery, which is actually taking it out or putting it back in. So we're going to do each of these steps across the top in order to put the battery into the AEG. So the first thing we do is remove the mag. This is the mag release here. You just push it in and the mag comes out. Then we have to remove this back end. The way that's done is we push this pin and you pull it as far as it will go, and it locks in place. You then slide the bolt cover back and hold it in place, which allows you to pull this back piece out and to lift it free of the ejection port cover. Now what we now need to do is to undo the screw that's here, and you can only get at this screw by holding the bolt lever back, and then you can release the bolt lever and take off the ejection port cover. So now what we have to do is to remove this part by pushing this pin in and pulling it all the way out. We can then lift this part clear. Oh, we can't, it's snapped off there, that's okay. And pull this bottom part free. So this holds the trigger, and this is where we've got to put our battery. So take the bottom part off the pistol grip by pushing this button down and sliding that off. And the battery goes in this way, so the 3 in a line go into the pistol grip. The single one is forward and the 3 are facing back. So now what we have to do is to thread this wire back down through the pistol grip. Now, can you see how that goes in there? and this piece now has to go on, and you have to make sure that you connect the trigger mechanism. It's all very fiddly, very annoying, and just don't change the battery once it's in. There's just no room in this this rifle for anything to be out of place. And then once you've got the two parts together, you have to make sure that the bar for the trigger is in place, and you can see that by looking at the movement here, which is perfectly alright. Then lock this bottom piece in with the pin that you took out earlier. That's now locked in. We then basically repeat the process but in reverse order. So now what I'm going to do is put this piece back by pulling this over here. This sits over the top. And we put a screw in. We then take the butt and the cheek piece. This has to come back for this to go over it. I'm just going to make sure the pin's still out. Push it all together. Push the pin back. And then it's not over yet, because in here you now have to join these two together. Push this back up into the handle. And then slide this piece over. The good thing, I suppose, is once the battery's in fact all you need to do is to pull this back. You can use a screwdriver or something to pull these connectors out, and you can recharge straight onto here with the battery in the AEG. And that's how you get a battery in a Type 97.